As you already know, it's the transfer season and transfer news are coming quick and fast. There's a lot happening, and without wasting much time, let's get into some of the transfers that have happened in the past couple of days. First off, Victor, it's time to do some ratings of some confirmed transfers. Rate Conor Gallagher to Tottenham for £34 million.
I'm only giving this a 6 out of 10 because I always liked him and I would have rather seen him part of an exciting project like Aston Villa. Tottenham are going nowhere fast and it's a bit of a shame. But if you look at context, he is a London boy. He probably felt like Birmingham would not really be his city. Still, he has reached his objective, playing in the Prem again. He's giving himself a better chance of making the World Cup squad for England.
Yeah, fair enough. And over to you, Max. Arsenal have tied Bukayo Saka to a new 5-year contract extension pending official announcement. How big do you think this is for the Gunners?
Say it's definitely a good move for Arsenal because he's still too young, and even if at some point of his career he's not going to be a main star for Arsenal, he would still have at least 2 or 3 years of his contract, and they just basically secured themselves for the future that even if he wants to move somewhere else or they want to sell him somewhere else, they'll have a good position for a transfer, so they will definitely get some good money, and basically he's the main star at the moment, so it's obviously a good move for Arsenal, and yeah, that should be a good one.
Yeah, well said. And back to you, Victor, with another rating again. Rate Brian Maggio to Aston Villa for £10 million.
3 out of 10. 3 out of 10 on a good day. I think a little over £10 million for a 17-year-old forward who has played 157 senior minutes for a club is just too much. 157 minutes in which he made 1 shot on target and nothing else. Great deal, right? Oh, let's not forget he has the international caps. He appeared 3 times in friendlies last year for Luxembourg and did about, I don't know, 2/3 of bugger all. I'm not saying this is a bad player. There's clearly something there, but 10 million, the deal is simply not good for Villa, especially since they've had brushes with PSR in recent years.
Yeah, fair point. And back to you, Max. Rate Kayufuru to Brentford for £8.7 million.
This one's pretty tough to rate actually because the man just played 8 senior games and he scored 1 goal, 1 assist, but I'd say this is quite cheap for any Premier League club because they earn like 15 times more, but the only reason why I wouldn't rate it below 6 points, just because they have only 1 striker at the moment, so they need someone at least. But I'd say like for upcoming 1 or 2 seasons, he's definitely nowhere near starting lineup, so I'd say it's like 6 at best.
Fair point. And still with you, Max. It is now official, and Manchester United have appointed Michael Carrick as caretaker manager until the end of the season. As a Manchester United fan, what is your take on this?
It's actually pretty hard to talk about it because at some point you already start to think like, is there a good manager for Man United in all football? But
there's Xabi Alonso who is free now.
Yeah, I would like to see him probably, but it feels like with his Liverpool days he's not joining. But I'd say Carrick is not the worst choice because we already saw what Fletcher did. But I'd say they must push for UCL somehow, and I don't think that this is the manager they can afford that. I would probably say that Solskjaer would be better, but maybe he didn't accept like a couple of months contract because I feel like there will must do to give all the effort for the Xavi at least, or somehow go for Alonso, but we'll see. But I hope for the best.
Yeah, you always do, don't you? It's the hope that kills you.
Right, fair enough. And on the final note, Victor, after Conor Bradley's sad season-ending injury, Liverpool are now interested in bringing Dortmund right back Julian Ryerson. What is your take on this? Would it be a good signing for Liverpool?
I think if the money is right, yes, I think it would be good. Frimpong is not exactly fully trusted in that position by Slot, and Calvin Ramsey even less so. He didn't even start against Barnsley. He didn't even feature. I think Ryerson would make for a good versatile addition. He can also cover at center back and at left back if needed. So if this is for like around 15 million pounds, I think it would make sense.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyways, that's all we have to talk about in transfers today. But of course, before our next episode, there will be lots of confirmed deals and lots of development, and we'll be sure to bring everything and talk about everything in our next video. Stay tuned.